Jesus Christ, what now? What the? For fuck's sake, here we go again. All right, neighbor, I think he's had enough. Stand down. Would either one of you care to explain to me what's going on here? Why were you beating his ass, and why were you getting your ass beat? No, don't give me that crap, Jeremy. I mean, you must have done something if neighbor's the one grinding her ass into the concrete. Now, what was it? He said what about Ophelia? Oh, really? Hold on for just a moment, neighbor. I want to see if he at least has the balls to say it to my face. Jeremy, look at me. What was that you were saying about my daughter? Nothing, huh? Is there a problem here? Do you have anything to say to me at all? No? Well then, I'd highly suggest that you keep my daughter's name out of your fucking mouth. Especially if you're going to be a coward about it. What was that? A shitty-ass parent that doesn't deserve kids. You know, you might be right about that. Or maybe you've just been spending a little too much time gossiping with Julie. Either way, you better hope you never lose a child like how I lost my precious Ophi. Because I can tell you this right now, that shit will haunt you every moment of every day. Carry on, you two. I'll be expecting my coffee in about 20 minutes, neighbor. Then I want both of you to get back to work. I'm so fucking hungry. But this paperwork's not gonna do itself. Food. Work. Food. Work. Yes, neighbor, what do you need? You brought me an apple. We're delicious. All right, what game are you playing at? Nobody just walks up and gives me an apple, not even Julie or Barnaby. No game. It's not poisoned, is it? No. I'm not going to find any needles or razor blades in it, am I? No. Did you spike it with literally anything from the lab? No. You just decided to give this to me out of the goodness of your heart, then. Yeah, I don't trust that. If I die from this, I'm going full poltergeist on your ass. Yeah, that's a pretty good apple. All right, what do you want? If it isn't a trick, it's usually a bribe. What do you want? What do you want? A raise? No? Are you seeking permission for something? What do you want? Nothing, huh? This really was just out of the goodness of your heart. Well, all right then. Thanks for the apple, I guess. Now, back to work with you. Good apple. I'm sorry, neighbor. The fuck did you just say? Glitter. Fucking glitter. I don't know whether I want to laugh or kill somebody right now. And it's in every single color. Shit. Well, let's see. Oh, we can't waste the color we already have. We don't have enough puppets in the holding cells to whip up new batches of every color. We've never created a glittery rainbow before, but... No, we don't know what sort of problems that create. We could end up glitter bombing the entirety of home for all we know. And the last thing we need is a fucking lawsuit on our hands. All right. Shut down production. Everybody take 5. Sally, I need you to take some samples of every color to the lab and let me know if we can still use these batches. You have 1 hour. And I need some aspirin. Talk to me. You're kidding. Okay. Do you think you could record that and we put that in the production schedule? I don't know, and personally, I don't care what we use it for. This is the best day of my life. All right, everybody, get back to your workstations. Looks like home is getting a goddamn glitter rainbow today. As for you, Abby, well, I'm pretty sure you just tried to sabotage my fucking factory, but because it worked out, I'm letting you off with a warning. If you want to try something different with the rainbows that we make, can you please just submit a request form, because this could have gone really, really badly. Ha 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 ha. Fucking glitter, I'll be damned. Alright, you know what? You can fuck all the way off. That's my assistant you're talking to, and when they give you an order, I expect you to listen. I don't care if you don't agree with it. Every order they give you is one I've instructed them to pass along, and if you can't handle that, then you can Oh. Okay, that was way too close. I can't believe they actually shoved me. Fuck. Definitely gonna be feeling that tomorrow. Howdy, Barnaby, over here. Yeah, I'm alright. I just barely managed to miss the grinder by a foot or so. Let's see. 3 limbs. 1 prosthetic. Yeah, I'm good. My leg and shoulder's gonna have some nasty bruises, though. What the fuck's going on up there? Is that my assistant I'm hearing? What? Holy shit, well, there goes the asshole that just tried to kill me. What the fuck? They're going absolutely berserk up there. Sally? Julie? Boy, everybody's showing up for my funeral, aren't they? You know, I probably should go up there and stop them. But not just yet. Instead, I'm just gonna hang back for a minute, have a cigarette, and just enjoy the show. I don't even care if it puts us behind at this point. This is better than anything on Gable. Oh, all right. I should probably get my ass back up there. Neighbor, I'm fine. I missed the grinder. You could stop decimating the production team now. Whoa, hey, shh, it's okay, I'm fine. Damn, really, you were that torn up because you thought I was dead. All right, I'm sorry. Look, since you're an absolute wreck at the moment, and like half of the production team is either dead or needs a medic, and I need some ice for my leg and shoulder, I say we all shut down production early and head back to our rooms. I don't think any of us are going to be up for working after all this. All right, come on. All right, neighbor, go down to production and see if they require any assistance. Thank you. I really should go out and supervise. Every time I ask neighbor to do anything over in production, something ends up happening. I could use a break from all this paperwork anyway. There they are. Why are they headed towards the grinder? What the, holy shit. Wait, did they just seriously yell, "I believe I can fly"? Oh, for fuck's sake, stop the grinder. Everyone stand back. Are they? Okay, they missed. Looks like they knocked themselves out, though. Oh, I'm never letting you on production ever again. You believe you can fly, huh? How'd that work out for you, neighbor? More like I believe you can die. What were you even trying to do? Grind yourself into our next batch of red? Oh, yeah, they're out cold. Yes, we need a medic over here. Yes, over here. What happened? I'm going to say they fell. They fell from the platform, just to spare them the embarrassment. All right, the rest of you, get back to work. We've got rainbows to make. Oh, morning, neighbor. Oh yeah, I've been here all night. I had some emails that I had to send out. Oh, you brought me coffee. You're a lifesaver. Oh, no, I'll be fine. I just need a few more cups of this and... Oh, God fucking damn it. Hey, you motherfucker, back the fuck up. None of my business, is it? Well, considering you just shoved me into the fucking wall, and you're laying your hands on my assistant, who just made it my fucking business. Yeah, not so tough when the 6'11" asshole in the room is up in your face now, are ya? Neighbor, are you all right? Uh, uh, this is your spouse? This is your spouse. All right, no, it's okay, I'll handle this. Yes, can someone get security up here? All right, buddy, I don't know who you think you are, picking a fight with me or my assistant. But you must not be familiar with how we do things around here. Oh no, I'll do more than just that. It's 6:30 in the goddamn morning, and thanks to you, my assistant will be needing to go to the infirmary again. And now, I don't even have a cup of coffee. So here's what we're going to do. Since you seem to enjoy beating the shit out of other people so much, you and I are going to the gym near the employee dormitories, and I'm going to use you as my own personal punching bag. It's either that, or I throw you into the grinder. Make your choice. Don't worry about him, neighbor. There's not a single place in this factory for him to hide. I suppose I'll just have to wait until he turns up. Now, look at me. It's okay. You're safe with me. Now look at me. Boy, he got your eye pretty good there. Okay, I don't usually do this, but come here. You don't deserve to be treated like that. Not by him, not by anyone. Now, come on, let's get you to the infirmary. Wait. Neighbor, have I seriously never explained to you how we make the rainbows at this facility? Oh, my God, what kind of manager am I? All right, follow me. So, you're probably familiar with how the process begins. The puppets that are brought here are organized by color and placed in a holding cell. When a particular color starts to run low, a puppet with that color in their spectra is selected. From there, the individual is strapped to the spectra extractor, and the color is completely drained from their bodies. Typically, we try to make the process as quick as possible for max production, but it also has the added effect of minimizing the person's suffering, and they end up dying before they're able to register what is happening. For particularly problematic individuals, however, I prefer to slow the process down. That way, they feel every ounce of pain that comes with having their spectra sucked out of them. Now, if the color is a little bit iffy, we hold the batch back to see if it can be cleaned up by mixing it with another. If it can't, then it's taken to a different area of production and made into paint, glitter glue, or a potion of some sort. Some colors are taken to our potions department immediately, without question, like magenta number FC0FC0 and shocking pink number FF00FF. Both are brilliant shades of pink, don't get me wrong, but we sort of wound up learning the hard way that they can't be used in our rainbows. Yeah, the whole neighborhood was lovesick for like a week, so now we reserve those colors for our love potions. If the batch checks out, then the color is taken and transported through these tubes which lead to the color wells out on production. Each well can hold about 1,000 gallons of spectra, respectively, and we try to keep them as close to full as possible. That way, if we have to shut down production for any reason, we have roughly 3 days before the color officially runs out. And if that happens, it better mean the factory has been fucking destroyed. Out on production, the colors are dispensed, where the workers check for any last-minute imperfections in the batch before it travels on down the line and fed into the caster, which pulls each separate color next to the other to create a perfect rainbow that can be seen all across town. And that, neighbor, is how we make our rainbows. Yep, it truly is a beautiful thing. For the record, you're not allowed to repeat this information to anybody, you got that?
Julie, Sally, you want to help me pull a prank on Wally?
Neighbor, why is it whenever you come down here looking for us, it's almost never lab-related?
Because I'm just Wally's assistant, and I'm bored. Now, do you want to help me prank Wally or not?
Say less. I'm always down to mess with the boss.
Oh boy. What did you have in mind?
Well, since it's spooky season, I was thinking about doing something that'll scare him shitless.
Well, that's already going to be a tall order. You're talking about someone who manages a murder factory and turns people into colors and throws their bodies into the grinder. So, if gore is what you had in mind, he's probably already desensitized to it. On top of that, our daughter Ophelia, she was a demon. So anything demonic or ghost-related probably isn't going to work either.
Damn it, Julie, I haven't even told you my plan yet.
Alright, geez. So what's the plan?
Okay, so you know those templates they use to make it look like there's a person's severed head in a jar? I was thinking about doing something like that and putting it on his desk to see how he would react.
Ooh, that sounds sick. The question is, though, whose head should we use?
Well, if that's what you're going to go with, it can't just be anyone. If we just pick the head of any old worker around here, he's probably not going to care.
What about one of us, then? I'm pretty sure seeing any of us get decapitated and preserving our head in formaldehyde is bound to freak him out at least a little bit.
I think using any of our heads would be taking it a bit too far. The last thing Wally needs is more trauma dumped on top of the trauma he already has. Plus, I don't think we have a jar big enough to contain a full-sized image of Howdy, Poppy, or Barnaby's head.
All right, then. Let me think. Who do we know around the factory that Wally knows pretty well? and would make him freak out slightly, or maybe even laugh, if he found their severed head in a jar.
Jeremy? Hey, Jeremy.
Ow! What? What is it?
Neighbor Julie and I want to pull a prank on Wally. You in?
Do you even have to ask? I'm always down to fuck with the boss.
Great. Meet us in interrogation. We need a picture of your head.
Alrighty then. I'll be there in 5. Pretty quiet today. Maybe a bit too quiet. No lab explosions, no briner mishaps, and not a peep out of Jeremy or neighbor. Enjoy it while you can, Walden. It won't last forever. What the fuck? Boy, I never thought it would happen. But it happened, I guess. Looks like all your antics finally caught up with you, eh, Jeremy? Wait a minute. Heh. Well, I guess now that Jeremy is dead, I'm gonna need a new technician that knows how to fix these machines. Meaning I won't have to pay Jeremy for his work anymore. Oh, what a shame. Wait, it was just a prank, boss. I'm still alive. Please, I need this job. I knew it.
Did we get you, boss?
We? You mean both of you were in on this?
Us too.
Okay, I'll admit it. You guys had me going for a moment there. This is actually really well done. It really looks like you cut Jeremy's head off and put it in a jar. I think I'm gonna put this on my bookshelf.
Why?
Well, for one thing, it makes a killer Halloween decoration. And for another, it quells my desire to murder Jeremy just a little bit. So it's staying right here until I can get my hands on the real thing. Please, please, just let him keep the jar. Don't come in here. Go away, please. Can you just leave me alone? God damn it. What part of leave me alone don't you understand? What do you want, neighbor? Am I all right? Do I seem all right to you? That's what I thought. And considering the fact I basically told you to fuck off 3 times before you waltzed in here, that should answer your question for you. Do I want to talk about it? I really don't think talking about it is going to help a whole lot. I think I just need some time alone so I can calm my ass down. Well, if you insist. Well, where do I even start? It just seems like every little thing has been pissing me off lately. Like, more so than usual. A machine goes down. I get pissed off. An experiment didn't come out just right. I got pissed off. A test subject didn't respond how I wanted them to. I got pissed off. My phone rings. I get pissed off. Just every little thing. And I know it's not unlike me to snap over a minor inconvenience. But earlier, Barnaby was just poking fun about something, 'cause you know how he is, and I actually had to walk away from him because I was this close to tearing his fucking head off. And that's where I'm at, to be frank. If I have to listen to one more wisecrack, or handle a minor inconvenience, or deal with anyone, someone is going to die. Multiple people will die, probably, if not be severely maimed. I will go feral. Why don't I talk to someone about this? You mean like a therapist or something? Neighbor, do you know what happens to people like me who struggle with these kinds of intrusive thoughts? Let's see, I think nowadays it's being referred to as a grippy sock vacation. Committed. They'll have me committed. Straitjacket, muzzle, padded cell, the whole package. So, this is what I do. I lock myself up in my office and just deal with it until I feel calm enough to deal with everything again. But I'm not sure how much longer I can keep doing this to myself. But I've got to do it, because I don't want to risk hurting one of the others, you know, Barnaby, Eddie, Frank, Poppy, Sally, and I really, really don't want to hurt you. So, please, just leave me alone for right now. This is Wally. What kind of situation? Describe them? That is my fucking assistant. And you're absolutely positive they're trying to leave the building. Sound the alarm. Postcards at every exit in this building. And, if you manage to catch them before I do, bring them to me alive. God fucking damn it. It just had to be them, didn't it? Oh, hello, Barnaby. Say, you haven't seen my assistant anywhere, have you? Headed towards a warehouse. That's helpful. Neighbor, are you in here? Ah, hello, Frank. Hello, Eddie. My assistant seems to be trying to walk off the job, so to speak. Inspect every shelving unit in this goddamn warehouse. And if you spot them, notify security for me, please. Thank you. Go easy on them? Sure thing, Eddie. Sure thing. Not in the lab. Julie? Sally? When was the last time you saw my assistant today? Did they say anything to you? Well, you both know the drill. Julie, don't. Just don't. Ah. I know you're in here, neighbor. Make this easier on yourself and come out. I will tear this room apart, brick by brick, if I have to. I warned you. Leaving this facility isn't as simple as just walking through the front door. There you are. Welcome back, neighbor. Care to explain yourself? Don't even bother trying to break those restraints. You're not going anywhere. Now I believe I asked you a question. You see, all that sounds like issues you should have come to me about. In fact, I'd even be willing to say you shouldn't have come to my factory at all. Don't fret, though. I can still find some use for you. You'll make a wonderful batch of orange. So wait a minute. Let me get this straight. You married your assistant? Well, yeah. We worked together, became close friends, started dating, and eventually they proposed, and I said yes. Really? Neighbor proposed? Honestly, I can't see it. They must have been a nervous wreck. Oh, believe me, they were. But I admired their courage, so... Did you not marry neighbor? Nope. Julie and I remarried after Barnes managed to bring Ophelia back. What? Okay, truthfully, I'm envious. I was lucky enough to keep Julie as a friend, but bringing back Ophelia? You know what? Good on you. Glad everything's working out. You're not gonna cry, are you? No, mostly because that guy hasn't said a word since we got here, and he's starting to make me nervous. And who's the ragdoll?
The name's Rag's Patchwork.
Holy fucking shit. I wasn't expecting a deep voice to come out of a tiny little thing like you.
Don't call me Tiny.
You might want to listen to 'em. They're not nearly as cute and harmless as they look. Ah, so he does speak. Just sounded like gossip to me. And since it clearly has nothing to do with me or my factory, I don't really care. Aha. Personally, I don't like the way he's looking at us. The crazed look in his eyes. I was just thinking the same thing. Rags, was it? What's the deal? Are you his assistant, or...
That'd be me. Actually, I think we might be able to help each other.
And what do you mean by that? What are you plotting, assistant?
Nothing. But one of the people they mentioned is an individual that I've been trying to look into, and it sounds like they may have the information I've been looking for. All right, here's the deal. You tell me about neighbor, and I'll let you know exactly who you're dealing with right now.
You know, I don't know if we should. Agreed. Besides, don't they work at your factory in some capacity? Why can't you ask them yourself?
Let's just say doing that would require me to go to one of your universes.
Rags, I swear if this is about that stupid audio log of yours.
Oh, we're using names now, are we, boss? This is good. I think we're bonding.
Mind your place, Patchwork. You might make an ugly shade of teal, but I can still find some use for it.
Message received. Either way, I don't think I'm asking for too much. I just need some basic information. The two of you are free to cut me off at any time.
I suppose I can agree to that. Yeah, okay, fine. So, what do you want to know?
Well, as neighbor as your spouse, I don't exactly need you to answer this question. But what about you? How would you describe your relationship with them?
Well, they're my assistant. We're good friends. That's about it.
Have you ever contemplated throwing them into the grinder, experimenting on them, or otherwise turning them into a color?
Not recently. Maybe when they were new and I didn't know them that well, or they did something incredibly stupid. But aside from that, no. Same with me. I mean, neighbor can be really random and impulsive sometimes, but doing anything to them now would be unthinkable.
I see. And how would you react if neighbor were to pass unexpectedly?
What kind of question is that? Obviously, I'd be devastated. I'm not sure if I'd be able to cope if I lost them. I've lost too many people in my life already. I don't think I'd be able to keep going without them. It'd be difficult for me for sure. Actually, I don't like the thought of losing them one bit. They're not just some random worker from production. They're my assistant and a really good friend. Losing them would be a tragedy.
That's actually really useful information. I know exactly what I'm up against now.
And what would that be? What exactly is going on with your boss in your universe?
Well, essentially, boss lost everything. The Resurrection Project, terminated. Ophelia's spirit, gone from our world. Julianne, executed by security for being the one responsible. And as for neighbor, they died. Nobody I've asked knows for sure what happened. And boss? He doesn't remember anything. Not neighbor, not Julie, not even his own mother.
Fuck. What about the others? Poppy, Barnaby, Eddie, Frank.
Barnaby is also dead. He was killed for granting Julie's request. The others are still there, but Boss has no idea that they were his friends.
Damn. So, that's why your boss is like that? That hand of his. I don't exactly like the looks of that. How did he do that? Where is his prosthetic?
That's classified. Thank you, gentlemen. That's all I need. My boss and I will be on our way now.
Wait. All right, this is going to be rich coming from me. But are you going to be all right? Working under him, I mean. Something about him still feels very, very off. I can't quite explain it.
Maybe it has something to do with him leaving the factory every night to go into town and abduct people for their spectra, and to use for his experiments, including children.
What? Tell me you're kidding.
I'm afraid not. Color is color to him. But regardless, I owe my life to that man, and I'm committed to doing what I can to help him heal from his past.
Rags. It might be too late for that. Your boss could already be too far gone. I mean, if he's killing children, you might be killed yourself trying to help him.
Yeah, maybe. But I'm not giving up until that happens. That's my job, both as his assistant and as a ragdoll.
Hmm. Oh, neighbor. I'm sorry, I didn't hear you walk in. Yeah, no, I'm just trying to gather the brain cells left in my head that aren't fried, so I can start logging in this data. How long have you been standing there? Not very long? All right. When was the last time I got any sleep? Oh, let me think. What day is it again? Tuesday? Okay, so it's been about 3 days or so. Hey, listen, it may not be healthy, but at this point, I'll just sleep when I'm dead. Or when this data gets logged. Whichever comes first. What do you mean I'm losing it right now? I'm fine. Tired, but fine. What do you mean you aren't real? You seem pretty real to me. Hallucinating, you say? Excuse me for just a moment. Barnaby Barnes.
Hmm? Yes, boss.
Get a load of this. Neighbor here thinks I'm hallucinating right now.
Boss? What exactly are you talking about right now?
What am I talking about? Neighbor. They're trying to tell me that they're not really there right now.
Good one, boss. But seriously, there's nobody there. Made you look, am I right? I knew you still had a sense of humor. I gotta get back to my workbench now. Take it easy.
Well, that's just Barnaby. You know how he is. All right, just hold on for just a moment. Howdy.
Yes, boss?
Can you go to my office real quick and fetch my assistant for me?
But you just...
Don't question me. Just do it.
All right, I'm going.
Thank you.
I am sorry, boss, but neighbor's not in there.
What? That's ridiculous. Oh, what the hell? They were just in here.
Are you feeling all right there, buddy? You look...
Fine. I'm fine. I know my limits, all right? I assure you, my assistant is real. They're just trying to fuck with me right now.
Uh, all right. Good luck finding them, I guess.
Oh, I will. Mark my words. I will. Frank, Eddie,
Yes, Wally, what can we do for you?
have either of you seen Neighbor since coming into the break room?
Nope, I haven't seen them.
Well, do you know where they might be right now?
Wally, they've been in the lab all day.
The lab. Alright, now I know that's bullshit. I swear, this is some Jeremy levels of fuckery going on right here. Ha ha! I finally found you.
What the... Walden? What's going on?
Listen, I don't know what kind of game you're playing at right now, but it stopped being funny about 5 minutes ago.
Are you feeling all right, sir?
Oh, I'm fine now that I finally found my assistant, and I know they're not a hallucination.
Walden, sweetie. Neighbor's not in here.
Oh, not you too. And since when did you start calling me sweetie again? You haven't called me that since the divorce.
Okay, here. Have some coffee. Clearly you need it.
Why the fuck do I taste blueberries?
Okay, yep. There you go, big guy. Let's get you to Poppy so you can sleep this off.
Alright, neighbor, look, as funny as that was, I think you might have taken it a bit too far. I mean, getting the whole factory in on it? Well, at least your plan worked. The amount of sleep potion that was put into that mug was so concentrated, he's bound to be asleep for the rest of the day. But, we're gonna have a lot of explaining to do when he wakes up. Okay, this is getting a little scary.
Patience, sweetheart. He'll wake up. Don't you worry.
It's been 2 days, Poppy, and he hasn't so much as twitched since yesterday.
Well, you, Julie, and neighbor were the ones that gave him the sleep potion.
I didn't think we gave him that much.
Well, he was pushing himself, going 3 days without any sleep. Naturally, his body's going to take the time he needs to recoup. Sally, you know that I would tell you if anything was wrong. Wally's doing just fine. He could wake up any time now.
I hope it's soon. Nothing against neighbor or anything, but it seems like they're having a rough time trying to manage the factory without him. Not to mention, there have been a few workers that have been chomping at the bit to get at them and Wally since he's been out. Did Eddie really try to put Jeremy in a headlock just for coming in here to get some ibuprofen?
Yes, he really did.
That sounds incredible. I wish I could have seen it. Oh my gosh. Boss?
Sally?
Oh my god. You're finally awake. Welcome back, big guy.
What happened? Where am I?
Just relax, hon. You're in the infirmary. You've been asleep for the past 2 days now.
Hobby? I had the strangest dream. Neighbor. Where are they?
Let's not worry about neighbor right now. Can I get you anything?
No, not until I see my assistant. Please, Poppy, I need to see them.
Okay. I'll give them a call. Anything else I can get for you?
A cup of coffee?
Absolutely not, young man. You're going to have a nice glass of water and a proper meal first.
Are you feeling all right, sir? You're shaking.
I'll be fine just as soon as I see neighbor again.
So, how about that dream you mentioned earlier?
It was so bizarre. Neighbor and I were working, and then suddenly they started going on about how I was losing it and that they were just a hallucination. And you guys kept telling me that they weren't really there or that you couldn't see them, and
Sounds like a very silly dream, eh, boss?
it wasn't a dream, was it?
Well, no, it wasn't. You see, what happened was you weren't getting any sleep, and we all know we weren't going to be able to convince you to take a break, so...
So you just made me think I was losing my mind until I finally passed out? Wait, why do I remember having a cup of coffee that tasted like blueberries?
We might have given you a heaping dose of one of our sleep potions.
And all of you were in on it. You, Julie, Eddie, Frank, Howdy, Barnaby, Neighbor. Will you come here for just a second? Okay. You're real. You're real. You can drop the charade. Sally told me everything. Yes, seriously. Look, I understand your concern, but that was uncalled for. And because I can't very well put you all on grinder duty for this, I'll just be putting you on grinder duty for, the next 2 weeks or so. Maybe that'll teach you not to fuck around with my head. Attention all Rainbow Factory personnel. A couple of announcements and reminders before you proceed with your work for the day. Actually, you know what? No. I have an entire grocery list of announcements and reminders for you all, so you all might as well sit down and get comfortable. Firstly, I'd like to take the time to welcome our newest members of the team. Almost 1,900 of you, holy fucking shit. Remember, if you have any questions regarding your daily tasks, our senior team members, Frank, Howdy, Barnaby, Eddie, Julie, Sally, and Poppy will gladly assist you. Or you're welcome to bring any questions or concerns to me in my office. Secondly, I'd like to remind you all that the various colors, paints, and glitter glues we manufacture here in the factory are not approved for consumption. I don't care how tasty they look or actually taste. Stop eating them. Poppy's already up to her eyeballs in workers that have managed to poison themselves and or glue their mouths shut. Thirdly, just a quick reminder that workers are not to push each other into the grinder for the sheer sport of it. The color wells are overflowing, people. Let's all just calm the fuck down. I'm also happy to report that yesterday's Glitter Rainbow was a smashing success with Holmes residents and has officially been added to our production schedule for holidays as well as Pride Month. That being said, I'd like to ask that you all refrain from throwing glitter literally everywhere. It's literally everywhere, all over the grinder, all over the floors. Multiple people have poured it into my hair. Thanks for that. It's in my mouth. It's in my mouth. Moving on. There are children. There are children currently in the factory. And that's not an insult. There are literal fucking children in this facility. Whose children are they? I don't know, but I'm adopting all of them. They're mine now. And if I hear of any employees injuring, killing, or experimenting on any of them, I will personally skin you alive and throw salt on your still twitching body. In conclusion, all of you seem to have gone completely feral. I don't know if there was a full moon now or what, but I will be requiring all workers to get their tetanus shots given all the weird stuff you've been eating, and maybe a rabies shot on top of that. And on a final note, somebody ordered pizza? I don't know who, but there's pizza in the break room. Feel free to help yourself, but the pepperoni is mine. I've claimed that. That about wraps everything up for the day. Have unseen glitter in your workspaces for the next 2 to 3 years, because Lord knows I won't, and try not to get yourselves killed.
You. Hands where I can see them.
Shit. Assistant? Patchwork, is that you?
Assistant. Haven't heard that one in a while. What are you, some kind of mimic?
No. Genuine article right here.
Uh-huh, yeah. We'll just see about that. You and I are going to have a little chat over an interrogation. Now move.
All right.
Sit.
Since when do you smoke?
None of your business. Let's talk about you. Your name?
Oh, come on, seriously? We're playing this game?
Your name.
Walden Darling, Jesus Christ. When did you start talking like that?
Irrelevant. Age?
36?
Occupation?
Facility manager of the Rainbow Factory in my own universe.
So, it was Hunter that brought you here.
Reluctantly, but yes.
I'm still not convinced.
Look, ordinarily I don't want anything to do with the other universes. But I need answers, and my assistant won't give them to me.
Smart kid. And who is your assistant, if I may ask?
I literally just called you assistant like 2 minutes ago. They're literally you, just less gray and not quite as bitter.
And a lot more naive.
So you've met them.
Yeah, I've met them.
So, does that mean we can drop the interrogation and actually talk?
What is there to talk about? There's nothing to this universe or its timeline that would be of any interest to you.
Well, maybe you can start off by explaining just what in the hell the rags patchwork of my universe was doing here.
Universe hopping to mess with Hunter, as usual.
Heh, of course. Is that my lab coat you're wearing?
Maybe.
Okay. Why? It's way too big on you to be functional. Looks more like a trench coat than anything.
I like to think of it as you still keeping me warm in this place, even though you're gone.
I'm sorry. What?
Corny, I know. I don't think you'd have any interest in my sub-story.
Try me.
Are you sure? I guarantee you won't be able to look at your assistant in the same light again.
Try me.
Valentine's Day, 2024. The two of us started dating.
Heh. You're joking, right?
I know. You can't see it, can you? You and your assistant have barely even begun to know each other. But hear me out.
Heh. All right. Go on.
We dated for roughly a year and a half before you proposed. On Christmas Day, no less. We got married the following April.
Who wore the dress?
Yeah, put me in a fucking dress, see what happens.
Let me guess. Howdy was best man. Poppy baked the cake. Sally, Frank, and Eddie handled decorations. And everyone cried their fucking eyes out.
Yes. Damn, are we that predictable?
Makes sense, I suppose. Anyways, continue.
September 1st, 2027, we adopted our son, Leon, when he was about a month old.
Whoa, okay, time out. I'm not good with babies. I'd probably be more confident adopting a kid that's maybe 3, 4 years old, so they're at least a little independent.
Look at this face and say that again.
Okay, he is pretty cute. What is he, some kind of snow leopard?
A leopard, technically. Mom was a snow leopard. Dad was a lion. He's a little over 1.5 years now.
Ah. So, when did they make you the manager of this facility?
In May of last year, our time. May 12th, Sally and I found you laying below the spectra extractor down in the lab, cold, gray, and unresponsive. 10 employees ambushed you while you were working late one night and strapped you to the extractor.
Yeah, right. Like that'll ever happen. It's gonna take more than 10 simple-minded workers to take me down. Oh, you're serious?
Trust and believe me. This is something I don't joke about. And I don't take jokes about what happened lightly.
All right. Anyways, you were saying?
I was officially appointed as the Rainbow Factory's new manager a week later. And the only reason it took that long is because I was struggling. Mentally, emotionally, and with a baby to take care of on top of it, it was hard. I couldn't eat, couldn't sleep. Mostly, I just sat alone in my dorm, staring blankly out at nothing. I was spiraling. Really, I don't think I would have been able to pull myself out of that state had it not been for the others. And that's about it. I found those who were involved in your death, had them all tortured, executed, or experimented on in some form or fashion, and now I'm just here, managing this facility and being a single parent.
I guess that explains the gray hairs. It's gotta be from all that stress, huh?
Stress, rage, depression, anxiety, PTSD occasionally, all that fun stuff.
Sheesh. I didn't think a ragdoll could handle dealing with all of that all at once.
I think I'm holding my own here pretty well. Anyways, you should probably get going.
So soon? After everything you just told me? I would have thought you would have wanted me to stay a little longer.
If I could have it my way, I wouldn't let you leave at all. But that's not how this works. You have your factory to run, and I have mine. And keeping you here won't change what's happened.
Well, at least you're not completely insane. I suppose I'll be on my way.
Wait. Just one thing before you go. It was nice to see you again, Walden. I've missed hearing your voice. And at least now, I have the chance to say goodbye. Goodbye, Wally.
Goodbye, Rags. So, who broke it? I'm not mad. I just want to know.
I did. I broke it.
No, you didn't. Sally?
Don't look at me. Look at Frank.
What? I didn't break it.
Huh, that's weird. How did you even know it was broken?
Because it's sitting right in front of us, and it's broken.
Suspicious.
No, it's not.
If it matters, probably not. Julie was the last one to use it.
Liar, I don't even drink that crap.
Oh, really? Then what were you doing by the coffee maker earlier?
I use the wooden stirrers to push back my cuticles. Everyone knows that, Barnaby.
All right, let's not fight. I broke it. Let me pay for it, Walden.
No. Who broke it?
Wally? Poppy's been awfully quiet.
Really?
Yeah, really.
I broke it. It burned my hand, so I punched it. I predict 10 minutes from now they'll be at each other's throats with war paint on their faces and a pig head on a stick. Good. It was getting a little chummy around here. Oh, evening, neighbor. Yes, I'm drinking. It's been a very long day for me. No, scratch that. It's been a very long week for me. It's fine. I just like having a shot or two before I go to bed, so it's easier for me to unwind. Would you care to come join me? No? Suit yourself. Don't worry about me. I'll be heading to the dorms in a minute. Good night. Aw. Huh? Neighbor, what are you still doing here? It's late, okay? It's late. No, I'm fine. I only had one drink. Yeah, I might have had the entire bottle. That's my one drink. Oh, fuck. How many fingers? 16. I told you I'm fine. Look, see? I can still stand. Uh-oh. No, don't call Julie. Julie finds out I'm shit-faced. She's gonna be really mad. Oh, why do I care? She already hates me. Oh. Yeah, you can get Barnaby. Barnaby will understand. I should probably have some water, neighbor. But there's so much whiskey in me right now that I don't think I'm even gonna have room for it. Barnaby, I fucked up. Fucked up. Yeah, I could use a good sleep. Okay. Oh, you're a pretty neighbor. Night.
All right, everyone, if you'll just follow me, we can begin the tour. Excuse me, sir. I don't know which department you belong to, but this tour is for students and guests only.
Oh, I'm sorry, but I am one of the students. See, here's my visitor's pass.
Oh, my apologies. You're just so tall, I thought you might have been one of our workers.
It's fine.
All right. Our first stop in our tour is the mixing room.
How embarrassing.
Hey.
Huh? Oh. Hey.
Do you mind if I walk with you? This place kind of freaks me out a little bit.
Oh, sure. I don't mind.
Thanks. I'm Julie, by the way. Julianne Joyful.
Walden Darling. Most people just refer to me as Wally, though.
Darling? Are you perhaps related to the darlings that live in the inner city?
Yep, that's us. Wallace Darling is my dad.
Oh, wow. So your family's like rich.
Yeah, but I don't really like to brag about it. Causes trouble, you know?
So, are you also a freshman?
Oh, no, I'm a senior. This tour is going to be my last one before I graduate.
Ah, do you plan on getting a job here after your final exam?
I mean, I've thought about it. I just haven't quite made up my mind yet. It all depends on how well I do, what kind of scores I get, all that.
Well, what do your grades look like?
I'm at the top of my class.
Oh yeah, you're almost guaranteed a job in this place. A secondary pallet mixer at least.
Yeah, I don't know if I want to spend my whole life doing factory work, you know?
But working at the Rainbow Factory is like the ultimate goal for those who live around here. I hear just to be able to scrub the floors of the Rainbow Factory is considered a huge honor.
Heh. Well, I don't know about that. I think my dad would probably kill me if all I wound up amounting to is being a damn janitor. But there are other things I want to do too, you know? Travel, maybe meet someone, start a family.
That does sound nice. I'm really hoping I can work in one of the labs here, though. Really make colors that'll knock the socks off of everyone that looks up at the rainbow. I want people to look up at those colors and say, "Look at that. Julie made that."
Heh. Sounds like you've got some pretty big dreams. Think you'll be able to pull it off?
I'm gonna do my best. So, what happened to your hand? Sorry if it's rude to ask.
Oh, a tree fell while I was climbing it when I was younger.
Oh my gosh. That sounds so scary.
Yeah, the damage that my hand sustained was pretty bad. The prosthetic that I have now was actually made by one of the engineers here at the Rainbow Factory.
Really? Oh, that's so neat. See, you have to work here when you get out of school. It's like a sign or something.
Huh. Yeah, it's a sign that I'm a dumbass, maybe.
Young man, watch your language.
Mm,
I still think your prosthetic is pretty cool, though. Do you mind if I take a look at it?
sure. Just mind the claws.
Oh, wow, that's so cool. Do these paw pads have little sensors in them?
Yep. And the whole thing can only be removed using a special tool, so I don't have to worry about it coming off.
Nice.
Well, look who it is. How you doing there, Wally?
Oh, hi, Barnaby. I'm doing well. I'm doing well, thank you.
What's this? Got yourself a girlfriend, I see.
What?
Huh?
She's not my girlfriend.
I'm not his girlfriend.
She's a freshman.
He's a senior.
We're not
We're
together.
not a thing.
I mean, she
I
just
just
came
saw
up
him
to
here
me
by
and we got
himself
to
and wanted to say
talking.
hi.
We're not boyfriend and girlfriend.
Relax, I was just teasing.
Mr. Beagle, I am in the middle of a tour right now. Do you mind?
I'm going. Enjoy the rest of your tour, kids.
Oh my God. That was embarrassing. I'm gonna go over there now.
Yeah, and I'm just gonna, yeah. It was nice to meet you, Wally.
Yeah, you too, Julie.
If we don't see each other after the tour, good luck on your exams.
Yeah, same to you. And good luck becoming like a scientist or something. I bet you'll be really good. Jesus Christ, Walden, what was that?
Okay, this is Rex Patchwork 7923, audio log number 12. Topic of discussion today, Walden Darling. I found a laptop today that appears to have belonged to the previous assistant of this facility, and it's turning out to be a treasure trove of information. Threw me for a loop for a moment because, honestly, I didn't think we were talking about the same Walden Darling, but, nope, it's the same guy. I've managed to identify 6 separate incidents that might explain what's going on here. Incident number 1, the death of Mrs. Darling, mother of Walden Darling. Cause of death, unspecified. The only information I've been able to learn about this is that Walden's father apparently blamed him for her death. Incident number 2, the death of Ophelia, Walden's adopted daughter. Cause of death, seizure. It's hard to imagine that guy actually choosing to take in and raise a child. But I'm an assistant, what do I know? Incident number 3 would be Walden's divorce to Julianne, which followed shortly after Ophelia's death. There's not a lot of information here as to why exactly, but Jeremy says they were still on speaking terms. Incident number 4, the termination of the Resurrection Project and the subsequent death of Barnaby B. Beagle.
Ophelia? Sweetheart, it's Daddy. Daddy came to visit you. Ophelia? Wait. Why can't I feel her presence? She's always been here. Barnaby. Barnaby, what? Barnaby? What have you done to my daughter?
Allegedly, the fake body meant to house Ophelia's spirit was dismantled. As for what happened to Ophelia's spirit afterwards, unknown. But I suspect something happened that caused her to move on. Ah, yes. Incident number 5. Julie's attempted departure from the Rainbow Factory. It would seem that it was Julie that was the one to convince Barnaby to terminate the Resurrection Project, under the pretense that it would help Walden move on from her. And on top of that, she was the one to convince Ophelia's spirit to move on.
How could you, Julie? How could you do this to me, to us? You didn't love Ophelia the way I did. Damn it, you could have at least given me the chance to say goodbye. Just get out of here, Julie. Get out of my sight. But just know, I won't give a shit if something happens to you. Security, keep a lookout for one Julianne Joyful. Target is kill on sight.
Following that, Julie decided to try leaving the facility, again believing that her departure would be beneficial to Walden. Response? Gunned down by security at the main entryway. Damn, neighbor, whoever you were, you left one hell of a report trail for me to follow. Since the reports seemed to abruptly end there, I guess that just leaves me. Incident number 6. The death of neighbor. Cause of death, unknown. Relationship to Walden, unknown, but I suspect the two of them were pretty close, if this pattern that I'm seeing is anything to go by. It would appear this incident became a catalyst for Walden losing his memory.
Damn it. Why? Why is it that whenever I love someone, I lose them? Mom? Ophelia? Julie? And now, neighbor. This is all my fault. It's all my fault. It's all my fault. It's all my fault. I wish I pull yourself together now. Come on. I need to forget them, and just run the factory. Forget them, run the factory. Forget them, run the factory. Forget them, run the factory.
Well, looks like I've got my work cut out for me. My abilities don't seem to affect him in the way that they usually affect other people. He wants me close by, but it's less about bringing him comfort and reducing stress, and more about waiting for me to fuck up in some small way, so he has a reason to turn me into a color. Apart from that, it's also so I can manage the factory while he's out, looking for his next batch.
Assistant. Care to explain what you're up to?
Oh, hi, boss. I didn't hear you walk in. I was just recording my audio log for the day. You want to take a listen? It's a bit lengthy, but...
No. I need you to go down to the lab and get started on our next batch of colors. Be sure to bring me my coffee first.
Right away, sir. Time, 11:52 p.m., 7923. This is Rex Patchwork signing off.
Walden? I'm home. Your Uncle Mordecai says hi. What are you doing there, boy?
Just sharpening this old knife. Helps me clear my head and think, you know?
Have you made up your mind about that job you were offered yet?
Yeah. I've decided that I'm going to take up Barnaby on that position he mentioned over at the Rainbow Factory. Sure, it may not seem like the most glamorous job in the world, but there definitely seems to be plenty of opportunity to advance and work my way up.
Good. At least you'll be doing something useful with your life rather than just painting, eating apples, and sharpening knives now, apparently. Well, factory work ain't exactly easy, though. You do understand you'll be working some long hours, right? And you realize that factories tend to have some pretty hazardous working environments, right?
Dad, my school would go on tours of the Rainbow Factory almost every year. I've seen all the signs and warning labels. It'll be fine.
All right. All right. You know, they say everyone that goes into that place never leaves. Going to the Rainbow Factory could mean you'll never set foot in the city again. You'd be leaving behind everything you've ever known.
I'm fine with that. It's not like I got any friends that live out here in the city anyways.
Well, as long as you're sure. Something on your mind, son?
Since when do you care about whether or not anything was bothering me?
Well, this could be the last time the two of us will get to sit together and talk like this. Better make it count, Walden.
All right, then. Do you remember the day that Mom died?
Walden, I was there when it happened. Of course I remember.
You remember how she died, right?
Of course. You brought her a cup of tea that just so happened to be poisoned. You watched her drink it. And you also watched as she died from the poison.
Yeah, thank you for the recap.
Why are you fixated on this exactly? There's nothing you can do about it now.
I'm fixated on this because I remember things happened a little more differently than you do.
Oh, is that so?
As I recall, you were the one that prepared the tea and poured it into the cup. You gave the cup to me, and I gave the cup to her.
Yes. Your point?
There were only 3 points from the time that the tea was brewed to when Mom drank it that the poison could have been slipped in. We both already agree that she couldn't have done it to herself. She loved the 2 of us far too much to do that to herself.
I can agree with that, yes.
Then there's me. I was the one you gave the cup to. I was the one that brought Mom the tea, and I watched her die.
Well, then, getting yourself hung up on this isn't healthy. What happened, happened. You can't change it.
I have to wonder, though, who was it that put the poison into her tea? It wasn't her, and I know this for damn certain. It wasn't me.
Walden, put the knife down.
Who could it be, I wonder? Who was it that took my mom away from me? Who's the reason that you were left to raise me all by yourself? Poor, poor Wallace Starling. A single dad with all this money. Money that, by the way, wasn't even his until after his wife passed away.
Walden, son, let's be civil about this.
20 years. 20 years I let you get away with blaming me for my mother's death. When it was you. This whole time, it was you.
Walden, wait. Wally? You're really going to kill me, Walden. I'm your father. I raised you. You can't possibly kill me.
Oh, I could. Believe me, I could. And I would. You absolutely deserve to die for the shit you pulled and all the bullshit you put me through. But death is far too good for you. I want to see you suffer and live out the rest of your days completely alone far more than I want to see you die. So suffer, and if I ever see you again, I'll make you beg for death. Goodbye, Wallace darling.